Now, the internet is out there having a debate on whether the Transformer is an influencer or actually a female rapper. Now, at the same time, Ice Spice is out there getting a lot of hate since she started, extremely blowing up. And she had an interesting retweet from Nicki Minaj to share. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. Now, I apologize for my hoarse voice because I noticed the entire park recording, or like on my way to work recording, was not really cutting it. So this is literally me midnight. Okay, I woke up to do a little bit of prayers, and I was like, okay, let me just record this video for you guys. I feel like it's better for me this way than all the background noise, the hooting in the park, which sometimes now my friend is big, I will not have much time as I had this prior week because she wasn't around. Now I've got someone, now I've got company in the park, so now I can't exactly record as I used to the past week. So this is a midnight video just to tell you how much I appreciate you guys. But anyway, let's talk about this entire ongoing debate that is happening on the internet, centered around the Transformer. Now, you guys know that she was trending because of not having an album out. The hashtag no album out was trending, and people had interesting things to say. One Twitter person actually said that, oh wow, it's very impressive how she keeps being all this relevant and influential even after dropping an album close to a decade ago. Now, they actually said a decade ago, which is of course a stretch. All right, and I'm glad someone actually called that person out for stretching it to a decade because honey, no, she's not that much of a legend. And another person was like, oh well, she's pulling a Lauryn Hill. And I'm like, in my own opinion, how dare people disrespect Lauryn Hill like that? Like, wow. But anyway, that is a story for another day. Let's discuss about this notion that she's the greatest influencer, she's the greatest, I don't know, relevant person around, and it's amazing that she can do that even after not dropping an album. Now, you guys, in my own opinion, I feel like influential, very influential. I will not take that from her. Entertaining, very entertaining, of course, depending on your level of IQ, obviously, but to a certain extent and to a certain category of people, of course, she's very entertaining. Guys, I'm not being shady. Depending on your level of intellect, obviously, I do know that if you are on the deeper side, obviously you will find actual rappers more entertaining, actual rappers that I'm not even going to mention by name, but I'm sure who I'm referring to. But if you are on that other side, and of course you prefer that kind of entertainment, she is entertaining. All right, so I say that first. I just decided to put that out first, that I'm not taking away the fact that she's entertaining, I'm not taking away from the fact that she is influential. But then let's also look at the other side. How can she not be influential when she's constantly attaching herself to every new female rapper that is upcoming with a song that is making waves? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like now these fans are stretching it. They're making it seem like she is continuously I'm sorry, I need a sip of water. They're making it seem like she's continuously trending, even after going in a hiatus for a decade. No, that's not the case for the Transformer, all right? She's constantly attaching herself to the new girls that are coming in, hopping on their waves. I'm sorry, hopping on their waves and things like that. So obviously she would stay still talked about. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, with all this drama that is going on with Summer Jam, using Nicki Minaj for promo and attaching Nicki to the Transformers performance, obviously she would still remain relevant. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, she is relevant because of the drama. She's relevant because of the wave riding, and I will not even take that away from her. Do you understand what I'm saying? And people don't make it seem like it's unheard of for people to be influential even without new music, out. A lot of girls are doing it on Instagram. Do you want to know who else did it and who else is still doing it? Amber Rose, for the longest of time, was very influential and was trending, and was relevant even after not putting out any music at all. Blake China did the same thing. Ari Fletcher does the same thing. Jada Waiter does the same thing. A lot of women actually do the same thing. So now, if your new point of argument is that this woman is an influencer, I don't think any of the Barbz, any of the actual rap fans care about that, okay? If your new point of argument is saying that this woman is an influencer and a reciter, I don't think anyone would have issues with that statement. And I don't think anyone would even have the energy to go back and forth arguing with that. The only problem comes when you try to say that she is the queen of rap. That is when the real issue comes, and when you try and put her next to the likes of to people who actually do rap, like Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, I feel like that's when people start having issues. But when you are putting her, in the same category with, her mates, Blake China, Amber Rose, what's her name again? Ari Fletcher. I don't think anyone, the twins, the Clement twins. No, you guys, I'm kidding about the Clement twins. But I'm just saying, if you guys put her in that category, I'm sure none of us rap fans would actually care for that. We will give her flowers in that category. All right. We will support her whip shots. I'm just saying, you guys. I'm just saying, okay? So I don't think that is where the issue is with a lot of rap fans. I don't think the issue lies with her being influential or not influential, but the problem only comes when you try and compare with people who actually do push their pen and who do care for the rap craft. That is where the issue comes from, honestly. Besides that, we're giving her props. She's an influencer, very influential, very relevant. Now, moving on to the next thing that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about Ice Spice facing a lot of backlash, all right? It seems like with the fame comes haters, and Ice Spice is clearly not feeling that. I did do a video about how ridiculous it is for people to basically call her out just because she has some breakouts. It doesn't make any sense. So she decided to retweet this video of Nicki Minaj that first they love you and then they dislike you. And honestly speaking, I'm sending so much love towards Ice Spice. She's a very unproblematic person. She's all in a bag. Now that is a definition of someone who is in her bag and is not looking for any extra clout or is not competing where she doesn't compare. Because I feel like with the Transformer, that's where the issue comes in. She tried to compete where she doesn't compare.